All right, boys and girls, we are going to be using the big paper, and we are going to create 4 points of view or 4 viewpoints of the same snowman. And so to do this, the first thing we're going to want to do is divide our paper into 4 equal sections. So I can do that with some simple folds. I'm going to bring the bottom up to the top. Get that crease, and then bring the left over to the right. Get that crease. And then when I open up my paper, I will have 4 sections to work in, 4 different rectangles. Now, in order to create my snowman, I can work with things that I can trace. So I have grabbed some different lids, kind of collected them throughout the last few weeks so that I had things that I could trace from. So from a coffee can, this was from, some microwave meal my kid wanted, a milk jug, different size lids. I think one of these is from like a can of peanuts maybe. And we can use these to create the vision or the versions of our snowman. So when we're doing 4 points of view, it's very important that the details we add are consistent so that we can see it is the same snowman, but we're looking at it from 4 different directions or ways. So the first one I'm going to do is just a close-up of the snowman's face. So if I put this circle into my rectangle, I'm going to trace as much of it as I can in the space, and then I know I would need a part to show the body down below, filling in that rectangle. All right, then I need to design and figure out what my snowman is wearing, what kind of hat, what I'm using for the eyes, and all of that. So I'm going to give them kind of this diamond shape eye, a carrot nose, and some circles creating the mouth. I want my snowman to have a hat, so I think that it would have kind of a furry detail around the hat, and I'll get rid of the top of the snowman's head. So maybe it's going to come up here, and it would have a big puff on the top of the hat. And last but not least, my snowman is going to have a scarf. And so that's all I would be able to see in my snowman scarf. So again, 1 section, there's 1 viewpoint of my snowman. Then I can move around. And on this one, I think I want to do a profile view. A profile is seeing the side of the snowman. And so I know I have this diamond shape for my eye. It's got a carrot nose. We've got circles for the mouth. And this hat. And I have to kind of think about which direction am I going to see these things from. So this hat I think is going to be pretty consistent. We're not going to see the whole thing because the head's going off of the back of the paper. We've got a scarf. And here's here's where it ties, but I think I'm just gonna see one side of it hanging down and the other one would be on the other side. So here's the front of it, and it's a little bit of a closer view. Draw out my snowman. As I'm looking at this one, I'm realizing that I didn't put any arms on them. So maybe I'll just get part of the arm coming out here. But on this one, we might see where that branch really kind of breaks out and separates, depending on the stick I put in there for my arms. All right, so now the snowman drawing itself is done. The next step is you need to add color in there. Again, your coloring should be consistent. So whatever is in, whatever color I make my hat here, it should be the same in this one, and in this one. Whatever color I make my eyes in my first view, it should be the same color in my second, third, and fourth view. And that's gonna help with that consistency throughout. Okay, so as I said, you're gonna color each and every section. Here I have one that has already been finished, and notice the black outlines from the marker. I did not like my original video, but I want to show you what a finished looks like. Each section is colored, making our snowman stand out, and in our version here with the pencil, it will look much cleaner not having those black Sharpie outlines. You guys have fun with this. Can't wait to see what you've created.